Welcome to the Cannabis Podcast, where you'll find zero Dutch marketing, zero tomato tech, and zero GMOs. Just cannabis the way it's supposed to be. The cannabis truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help my bud.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Osmo here, your host with the most. Today's topic, the mature cannabis plant. Something that you will never hear in the tomato tech industry because they have no clue what it is. They have no clue how to utilize it, what to do with it, or what it even looks like. And that, my friend, is very, very sad. Because you have those PhD wannabes that try to sit there and tell you on podcasts and YouTube all day long on cannabis. But they actually have no clue what they're talking about. Today, the mature cannabis plant. The cannabis plant and the sexing. All right, let's start this off. The stretch. I've seen and heard so many podcasts, so many people, and so many PhDs try to explain to you why you get the stretch during bud cycle. Well, I'm here to explain it, to tell you the truth without the tomato tech. You get the stretch because you're forcing the maturity of the cannabis plant in the bud cycle. Thus, you get stretch. If your cannabis plant was already prematured prior to budding, when you went to bud, you will get zero stretch. Not because of the lights, not because I'm stretching for the lights. No, it's because it's already matured. If you look at my clones in my clone picture, my clones are sitting in my clone tray in my DWC cloning machine that I made myself, but they're sexed without budding. You can see it. That is how I can put them on my flood table and bud them directly with zero stretch. That is how you use pip tables, vertical frames, correctly, because you have no stretch. Back in the old days on flood tables, this was commonplace. Today, you don't even know what it is. That, my friend, is the fraud I've been telling you about. The tomato tech. From 2004 on, you've been conned on everything about cannabis. Don't believe me? I'm showing you. All you have to do is wake up. When I clone my clones from a plant that's not matured and I have no idea what it is, I force the maturity when I clone. So they're sitting in my clone trays, whether it be DWC or Rockwool or whatever choice you choose. When they're sitting in the clone stage, they show their sex. They mature. So I can pick the males and I can pick the females. I will know everything before they go to my budding room. Oh, these are males. Let's move them to the male room. Let's find out what they are. Oh, these are females. Let's go to the breeding table or to the bud stage. Whatever your choice is. Without maturing your cannabis plants, you're missing out on cannabis. I'm sorry to tell you, my friends, but this is the tomato tech freaking horror that's been perpetuated to you since 2004 by cons, frauds, and wannabes. Like I said, there is so much about the cannabis stuff that you guys have no clue because they don't know when they took over the industry. So all they're telling you is what they know, which is nothing. So you be brought up on tomatoes, not cannabis. I hate sitting here having to do this. This is so ridiculous. Just me to sit here and have to school you all on cannabis because you all have no clue what you're doing. Your tomatoes. And then sit here and get freaking vilified and ostracized and everything else because I'm made to be look out like a bad guy because I speak the truth. I, my friend, am no bad guy whatsoever. I promise you, you get to know me. I'm the, yeah, nowhere close to that. Just telling you, I'm here speaking the truth. I'm here uncovering the fraud and lies in this cannabis industry because I am like one of the only ones able to. And I will do this until my last breath. Sorry. I'm not spending my whole life on cannabis to watch this continue. By any means necessary, this is not going to happen. So just to let you know, I'm not going nowhere. Now, you want to know about mature cannabis plants and how to do it and all that? I'll be happy to tell you. But I'm going to sit here and uncover the fraud. And I'm not going to stop. So you PhD wannabes out there, explain to the public why you're stretching the lights and everything else that you guys, over the last few years, I've sit here and just laughed my butt off on you guys trying to explain what cannabis is when you have no clue what you're doing. Please explain to the public how I'm wrong. Please. And I will continue to show everyone that I'm correct. Yes. What an industry, my friends. What an industry. This is a insane asylum, I say. Very, very, very sad. I will continue to be doing what I'm doing. You continue your fraud, and I will continue to show everybody about it. My grow tech is not unique to me. My grow tech was commonplace back then, what you would consider today industry standards, promoted by High Times. So I don't want to hear, oh, this guy's a one-off, he learned what, da, 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 da. I don't want to hear it. This was done by everyone, including the Dutch in the glass greenhouses in Amsterdam. Yeah, they did it on the daily until the industry was taken over and the fraud started in the early 2000s. And thus you get your tomato tech. Sorry to tell you guys, but I'm going to continue to tell you until you wake up to what's being deceived or being put upon you on the daily. With everything from the grow tech to the genetics and to the crap they sell you that you do not need. I promise you, you guys don't need 90% of that stuff they throw in your face. whatsoever just to grow cannabis. If you knew how to grow cannabis right, it's so easy that a grade schooler could do it. If you know how to do it right. But when you try to incorporate tomato tech and get advanced with tomato tech in cannabis, you just look like an idiot. And I will continue to show that over and over and over. So, until the next time, stay high, my friends. God bless. Osmo out.
Unveiling the secrets of Osmolab's top-shelf cannabis breeding. What sets Osmolabs apart from the rest? At Osmolabs, the art of cannabis breeding transcends mere cultivation. The meticulous process is akin to a symphony, with each strain curated to perfection, embodying the pinnacle of quality and innovation. The science behind top-shelf genetics. Osmolabs leverages cutting-edge old-school genetic research to concoct their signature strains. Through a blend of old-school breeding techniques and technology, they unlock the hidden potential of each cultivar, resulting in unparalleled potency and flavor profiles. Nurturing excellence in every seed. From germination to harvest, Osmolabs adheres to a rigorous standard of care for their plants. Every seed is nurtured with precision and dedication, ensuring optimal growth and maximizing the genetic potential encoded within, cultivating a legacy of excellence. With a legacy spanning decades, Osmolabs has cemented its reputation as a pioneer in the cannabis industry. Their commitment to excellence and innovation continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, setting the gold standard for top-shelf cannabis breeding. The Osmolabs experience, where quality meets passion. Stepping into the world of Osmolabs is akin to embarking on a sensory journey to the past. Each strain tells a unique story, crafted with passion and expertise that is palpable in every puff. Experience the difference that top-shelf cannabis breeding can make and elevate your cannabis journey to new heights. Unveil the secrets of Osmolabs and discover a world where quality, innovation, and passion converge to redefine the art of cannabis breeding, exploring the roots of old-school cannabis strains. Old-school cannabis genetics refer to the foundational strains that laid the groundwork for the diverse varieties available in today's market. These original genetics hold a special place in the hearts of cannabis enthusiasts and breeders alike. They are the building blocks of the modern cannabis industry, with their unique characteristics and effects shaping the way we perceive and consume cannabis today. Understanding the significance of heritage strains. Heritage strains, such as Skunk, Northern Lights, and Haze, have stood the test of time and continue to influence new hybrids and cultivars. These classic varieties offer a glimpse into the rich history of cannabis cultivation and consumption, providing a connection to the past for many enthusiasts. The distinct aromas, flavors, and effects of these old-school genetics showcase the diversity and complexity of the cannabis plant. Unraveling the genetic makeup of old-school strains. Old-school cannabis genetics are known for their stability and consistency, traits that are highly valued in breeding programs. These classic strains often exhibit strong genetic markers that make them reliable choices for breeders looking to create new and exciting varieties. By understanding the genetic makeup of these heritage strains, Osmolabs has harnessed their unique characteristics to develop novel cultivars with specific traits and effects. Navigating the evolution of cannabis genetics. As the cannabis industry continues to evolve, old-school genetics remain a cornerstone of breeding projects aimed at preserving and enhancing the qualities of classic strains. By blending old-school genetics with old-school breeding techniques, Osmolabs has created hybrids that offer a fresh take on familiar favorites. This fusion of old-school genetics results in a diverse array of cannabis varieties that cater to a wide range of consumer preferences. Embracing the timeless appeal of old-school cannabis, Osmolabs' genetics library will always be completely separate from the current cannabis industry genetics pool. With hundreds of old-school strains, Osmolabs has something for everyone.